Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or much depending on your location. Please join in the struggle to liberate our people from the contraption. Like and share videos. Happy weekend. Today is Afomarket bringing news update. No flying of Nigeria flag in any part of Biafra land on October 1st, 2023. That's according to IPOB. Yes. Now the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has won the governance of the Southeast region and all the political Ediabanis to shun the Independence Day celebration of Nigeria, the contraption. Yes, the IPOB said they have banned activities of Independence Day celebration in the entire Biafra land. Of course, they said, look, that the government of Nigeria and their people, they are marginalizing Biafrans, Igbos in Nigeria, and therefore it's time the Biafrans should rise up and take their destiny into their own hands. And in this case of Independence Day celebration, they have to shun it. No celebration, no march past. Yes. So the statement of the IPOB read in parts, quote, the global family movement of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, ably led by the Supreme Leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, hereby call on all Biafrans, both home and in diaspora, to show participation in the Nigerian Independence Day celebration on 1st October 2023. Every sensible Biafran citizen must understand that Nigeria detests Biafrans, particularly in Igbo. Nigeria has rejected all our efforts to be treated as equal citizens. Nigeria has marginalized Biafrans politically and economically. Since Nigeria has rejected us, we have also rejected Nigeria and its celebrations. We are not part of them. We must do everything possible to liberate ourselves from the bondage of Nigeria. Even a fool would have come to the realization that Nigeria is not for Ndibo and Biafrans after the shenanigan that they called 2023 elections. As Nigeria's government plans to celebrate her flag independence from Britain, we advise Eastern Nigeria governors and political leaders to shun the October 1st independence celebration in our region. More so, we advise Biafrans not to attend any Independence Day celebration anywhere within Biafran territory or outside of it. Hence, IPOB has banned the Independence Day celebration and flying of Nigeria flags in any part of Biafra land on October 1st, 2023. End of quote. Now this is what IPOB is saying. The marginalization of Biafrans or Southeasterners or Ndibo in Nigeria has been, in the open. Tom, Dick, and Harry is aware that this section of the country, of the contraption, yes, is being marginalized. So the IPOB is saying, this one now, nobody should celebrate anything. So what are you celebrating in Biafra land? Is it the marginalization of your people that you are celebrating? Is it the bad roads that you are celebrating? The federal roads, no attention. Okay? Is it the exclusion and the appointments that you are celebrating? Is it that the federal government has refused to put anything that is meaningful in the Southeast zone that will attract business? Business. The people are migrating to other states for business purposes. That's why you see the Igbo man everywhere in Nigeria. After the indigenous people of that state, or the location or the area, the next in terms of numerical strength, they are the Igbos, the Southeasterners. Everywhere, because one of the factors for that is the point that this Nigerian system has continued to marginalize the region to the point that no single business venture or anything that will attract business people or opportunities that has been started in the Southeast since 1970. The war ended, and yet they are fighting the war because the war has ended for Biafrans. They felt that the war has ended, but the Nigerian government is still fighting that war against Biafrans. That is the problem. Ndibo has accepted from 1970 that the war has ended and they wish reintegration to the system. But up until this moment, those in Abuja, from the time of Lagos, when they are still in Lagos, They have been fighting. They have continued to fight against the Igbo. The war continues for them until they went to Abuja, their own seat of power now. The war continued against the Igbo. And so the IPOB is making the statement and said, look, both political Ediabanis, political Ndiomokome, political Ndiojakbeliozu, political Tuntunganga, all of them in the Southeast should understand this one and implement it. And also to the citizens or residents of the Southeast or Biafra land, they should not go out to go and do march pass. As right, you are saluting one governor or one government chairman. They said no. Or one commissioner. They said no, not in this particular 2023. Yes, say you must not participate in this one, and their flag will not fly to say, oh, we are celebrating Nigeria. What kind of independence is that? After all, Nigerian system, they are still under colonization. It's obvious. They are not independent. Even toothpick, they will buy it. They are importing toothpick. Nigerian system, they are importing toothpick. Everything they import it. So they don't produce anything. So that country is not independent. There's no independence in Nigeria. Even those who claim to be Nigerians is aware. They know, they are aware. They are aware that there is no independence in their country. They are still dependent on those powers. Yes, superpowers. They are dependent, not even superpowers only. If they are independent to superpowers, it will be understandable. This one, if they are dependent to superpowers, it will be understandable. But they are dependent on some countries that they're supposed to be, they're supposed to be leading and asking them, oh, how do we help you? Yes, the countries that Nigeria is supposed to be leading and taking arms to them for assistance, giving them aids, but Nigeria is asking them for aids today because of corruption, because of nepotism, because of prejudice, because of ethnicity, because of religious bigotry. So these are the factors and the problems, dragging the consumption into the abyss. But IPOB said, look, for the case of Igbo, this one is peculiar. We have suffered. The Igbo have suffered in this consumption. They have been rejected. They have been dejected. They have been thrown out completely. And so there's no point celebrating any independence in Nigeria. So this is what the IPOB is saying. And we do hope that the Southeastern governors will adhere strictly to this. Because the people knows that they are not, independent of the marginalization. The federal government of Nigeria is still at the neck of the Biafrans. Yes, treating them like scapegoats.